Alrighty then, time to continue our... What?
And my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
What the heck is going on here?
The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it.
Osami.
'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, I am gonna save regularly.
What now?
What now?
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
Yeah, I mean, he could have had the weapon with him. But the question is, we're talking about a weapon that is in 5mm diameter. What weapon would that be? I guess you could say that it can be easy to hide a weapon like that, but it's still really confusing.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
Oh! Double strike! You go, Nikan.
There's still more?
Yep, apparently she's telling that there's still more.
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Yes.
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, you know, clean.
Oh, you're saying that Nagito doesn't have blood. Okay. Oh, yeah. Nagito would have blood on him if he is the one who killed Byakuya. And Nagito was in the blackout and nobody saw him with blood. One would say that the tablecloth with bloodstain in the storage room has something to do with that, but that doesn't really make sense.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Okay. Hooray!
I'm not talking about your looks.
Why does Mikan think Nagito looks clean? Well, obviously because because Nagito doesn't have any dust on him. Duh! Is it because he doesn't have any dust on him, even though he was under the table?
No, underneath the table had already been cleaned.
Oh, I see. I was wrong.
Crap!
And Nagito even managed to clean under the table as well. Nagito even cleaned under the table. That's pretty nice, I must say. Nagito might end up being a master in murdering and all that, but he's also a pretty good cleaner, must say. Okay, because there's no blood on Nagito.
I see! Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yeah, that must be it.
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
Plus, the killer, whoever it was, stabbed him like multiple times. Between the neck and the abdominal region. Like, stab, 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 stab. So, yeah, that is quite a lot of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
Oh, that is weird indeed. Huh. That's nice.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Oh!
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been?
Oh?
I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Wait, he's telling me this, so he knows. Isn't that right, Hajime? God, the way he talks, Jesus. Alright, it was the storage room tablecloth.
I can prove it with this. You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
So he's saying that there could be the possibility that Nagito used this tablecloth to hide the fact that he's the killer. And after that he threw the tablecloth in the storage room?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
No, I don't think so. Like, Nagito was with Hajime all this time, and we went together in the storage room for like the first time after the murder, so... Word on that? No, wait, no. No, that could be a possibility. Because we went to the storage room after we found the body. But after discovering that Byakuya was gone, we basically went in many directions, so yeah, that could be a possibility.
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
Oh. Well, yeah. Yeah, that is a good question. What would he have done if we seen him? I mean, where did he hid the tablecloth with bloodstain when the lights came back?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Yeah, therefore, he couldn't be Nagito once again.
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Hmm? Oh!
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I see. So you're talking about that other possibility, eh?
I don't understand at all!
You will understand soon enough. Or you're still not gonna understand it after this explanation. The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different?
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Yep, Hajime is onto something, Nagito.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but still not clear what that is.
Come on, Hajime. Focus. Focus a little bit.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
Under the table, but not under the table.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. Improved? What? Oh man. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are two rules you must remember. 1. If two different letters clash, you will take damage. If two of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make two of the same letters clash, while you try not to let two different letters clash. That is what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle with the mouse and press the right mouse button while it's on top of a letter, you can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch one letter at a time, so please be careful. when you press the... What the fuck? When you press the right mouse button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit the letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. The fused letter will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the right mouse button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with the right mouse button, and after you fuse them, find with the right mouse button. Oh, you know, you're also gonna have to sacrifice some of your blood to the Satan as well. Just in case, I forgot to mention that. That's a whole lot of right mouse buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. In order for you to clear the game, you're also gonna have to erase the entire humanity on planet Earth. And ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is completing a keyword. Display the question with the tab key and figure out what keyword will answer the question. About lining up the keyword, instead of pressing the right mouse button to fire the letter, please press the left mouse button. If that happens, at the same time the letter blows up, it will be sent to the keyword list. If a sent letter is correct, it will fit in the keyword list. If it's not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order. Based on the flying letters, please think about the completed word. Also, if you have if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. In that case, it will still damage you, so please be very careful! I took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? Kinda? If you press the S key during these scenes, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun, I guess. Good luck. Okay. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. It's time for me to channel my inner power. Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, I see what Chiaki is trying to say. What did I just do? Right mouse button? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. But the question is, where did the killer stab Byakuya? Well, I know what Chiaki is trying to say. She's talking about the other possibility, but I don't know what word I should use. Gosh. This is like one of those situations. In the first... Okay, well, that was it? No, that was not it. Okay. I am dying over here. Okay. What about D? Okay. What the fuck? Under... Wait a second. Oh, no, wait. Hold on a second. It's under. Alright, didn't... Okay. I think I got it. I know what I'm supposed to do over here. Do it like this? Yeah, there you go. Alright. Can't I just... Okay, so... In order for me to get rid of a letter, I guess I'm gonna have to combine two of them. And then either shoot them, make it my final letter, or something similar to that. But yeah, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, this is like one of those situations in the first Killing game where I knew what the result was. Oh god. Okay. I knew what the result was, but the mini game is... Oh god. Under the... Alright, there we go. Sweet deal. Okay. Under... Alright, I'm definitely gonna need an H. There we go. One more letter. Alright, sweet deal. Ah, this final word. This final word is definitely gonna be something. F... T... L... Say it with me, guys. F L F L-O to the F. Oops. Aw, man. To the F. To the L. To the O. To the T. Not to the T. To the R. F-L-O-O-R. Under the floor. Hooray! Explosions.
Got it. The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
I remember, Chiaki, we discussed this possibility while we were outside. But the question is, how?
Under the floorboards?
Yeah, I mean, come on, Mahiru. It's elementary.
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
And I think a weapon of 5mm diameter would fit between those gaps, for sure. In one of those gaps.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where? And how?
That is a good question. I mean, okay. I know that Nagito denied the possibility of there being a hiding place inside. Well, not a hiding place, but a way to get under the floorboard from inside. Well, I guess I could believe him, since he said that... Well, okay, he planned all of this, but he probably doesn't know how Byakuya got killed after all.
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Does somebody know? I mean, we haven't found any way inside to get under the floorboards, neither outside. That's right. If I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards. Huh? Does anybody know? Fuyuhiko never told us. Nagito is probably lying. Byakuya probably knew. He never told us anything. That's why he probably knew that... Well, Teru seems surprised. Oh! Got it! It was you!
You're the only one!
Haha, Gundam!
You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
I remember! You recovered your earring! Huh, I never put that I never asked myself, but... Gundam, how did you get that earring? Can you please tell us?
Referring to the Hellhound earring?
Yes. Please don't kill me.
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Yes, I am referring to the Hellhound earring, Overlord.
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboard, right?
There it is. I have found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Well, good for you, Gundam. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Ah, I can believe that.
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could be. Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
Indeed. That is indeed a surprise. Can you tell us, Gundam, how you managed to get inside? Was it that you already knew how to get inside, Gundam?
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
Heck yeah!
Truly, this is the evil 4th eye.
The legendary evil 4th eye? No, this can't be!
Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Ah, don't lie to yourself, Yoko. You have to admit, it is pretty cool.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
The storage room? What? Oh!
4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos.
You found a secret passage!
A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands.
So it was under the boxes, after all. Huh. I know I said before that there might be some stuff behind the boxes and all that, but apparently I was right. And I didn't even mean that.
Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
He's so juicy.
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Are you sure about that? Do you wanna be the first one to taste true judgment?
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
The question is, somebody must have went to the storage room during the blackout. If that's so, like, everything was dark. Even in the kitchen, even in the dining hall, like everywhere.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
Oh, I see.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Stab, 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 stab! Yep, you got that right, Ibuki.
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
My god.
I'm not talking about your sound effects.
You should be more like... Skadoosh!
You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Not necessarily.
Who wasn't at the party again? I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
Hmm?
Yes! This Monomi over here is your witness!
Okay, so it wasn't Chiaki.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
Okay, well, we don't need to go there again. We know, Pickle.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
I don't know that for sure. I don't know about that one, Teru Teru.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... It obviously has to be him.
What, Fuyuhiko? Nah.
Yay! It's decided!
No, it's not decided.
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer.
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it.
I can do it.
Don't mess with me. I'll fucking kill you.
Ew.
see? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Things were exciting in the first place. Good news! You're not allowed to use the silencer. Wait, really? But, okay. Finally, I mean, what was the point? Couldn't I have just used the silencer in the first? I mean, I played the first game. There's no need to go so easy on me. Even though that tutorial that you told me before was You can use the silencer with the right mouse button as many times as you want. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase. A little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so aim carefully when you're using the silencer. Uh-oh. I forgot about that. It's because I don't have the cheat code. Oh, but if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. Yeah, you don't have to tell me this. However, if you feel like doing a little bing bing, you can use it to your heart's content. Bing 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 bing. Bing down. Pew pew. Yeah, I know I did that a lot with Byakuya. If you press the S key during the closing, you're gonna well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, non-stop debate. Ooh, it has been a little bit since I've done another one of these. Alright, what do we have here? So... okay, I think I know already what the point of this is.
The killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And we could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
But you wanted to stare at
Don't act
panties?
like I'm the fucking killer.
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really believe that Fuyuhiko is the killer. But we don't know if he's actually a pervert or not. He could have hid under the floorboards to look at panties all day. You never know. Anyway, the only person who doesn't have an alibi during the party is Fuyuhiko. But is he really the killer? Ah, okay, I got it.
During the party, the killer
So that is the point. We're gonna have to
was lurking under
to
the
make it
floor
so
like a
that
cockroach.
Fuyuhiko has an alibi.
Could have stared at panties all day.
And I think I know who is gonna help
Going to the
us
storage
in this
room in the
case.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer.
I love that Ibuki is pointing
When
at
the party
Fuyuhiko,
started,
like right near him.
nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
I don't know about that, Mahiru. Yes.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. So then what you go, you?
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko? Oh, hey, what are you doing here, all alone at a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. Heh, how diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started.
There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
Hey.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
I guess it's time to confess for you, Hiko. Hey.
Shut up!
That sort of stuff doesn't work for you, Hiko. You have to tell us. Why were you near the old building at that point?
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker? Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
I mean, Gundam went under the floorboards from inside the building.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party. It was probably during the blackout.
Most definitely.
Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if it could be anyone outside the dining hall, they could just hug the wall all the way to the storage room. And same thing goes for whoever was inside the dining hall and exited the dining hall, just hug the wall and go to the storage room. And do all that. Except...
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage.
Oh boy, here we go. Nagito has some stuff to say apparently.
The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Okay, well that was a nice transition. Thank you, Nagito. Oh yeah, the killer or the spotless? What's he gonna be? We're getting closer and closer!
Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
That's right.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
What?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
That doesn't really sound impossible, but okay, I guess we're gonna have to agree with somebody over here. Either a stick, or another pair of night vision goggles, or a light. I don't think it was a second pair of night vision goggles. I mean, there's like really no proof that there is another pair of night vision goggles. And even Hiyoko said, when we were at the supermarket, that there was one pair of night vision goggles that went missing. Well, actually, no. Yeah, the night vision goggles are separate from the self-defense kit, and she said that there was one missing pair of night vision goggles. So that is ruled out. Either a string or a light? If so, I might be able to prove it. It definitely has to be a light, but...
Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Oops.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
This? No, that's not it. Maybe there was something in the duralumin case? Like a light? Like a flashlight? No, I mean, that wouldn't even make sense. If that was the case, somebody would have had to take the light from the duralumin case that Byakuya was protecting during the blackout. And had to go all the way to the storage room and going out, like, inside, under the floorboards, and kill Byakuya. That would have taken quite a bit. I mean, I don't even know how long this blackout happened. It happened so fast, but I don't know. What kind of light? I don't know. Alright then. There must be something over here.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
Well, not the party dishes.
Moving to the storage room.
Fire door.
It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Kitchen equipment list?
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
I agree with that.
Okay, so I kind of went at random with that.
No, the killer had a light with him.
I mean, was there such a thing as a light under the kitchen equipment list?
Oh, I was right?
Yeah, apparently you were right.
But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There are also iron plates for barbecue, and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. And a portable stove! Iron plates and a portable stove. I do recall seeing them on the shelf up there. This kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problems using it.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
A portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Oh, please do tell, Nagito.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Oh boy.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Were you really serious about that?
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, battle you? What?
No, that's wrong.
What the hell? Oh, a showdown?
Will you be able to break through my argument?
Break through your argument. What does he mean, battle? It's not like he's enjoying a game or something. Nice. Breaking the fourth wall? Nagito? Oh, damn it. There's no way I'm going to lose against someone like him. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna lose against him. Against someone like Nagito. Night vision goggles, kitchen equipment list, fire door.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office.
Yeah.
The light from the stove that you mentioned.
Yes.
Contradicts his testimony.
Why are you saying
Or
that?
are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
No, what?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right?
Yeah.
So if the light was shining in such a dark hallway,
Oops.
wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
It's true that any light source in the dark hallway would have stood out. So if the killer did have a light, the reason Kazuichi wasn't able to see it was...
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office
Well,
was because the hallway was dark.
it could be that
So if
the
light was shining in
killer...
such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Well, it could be possible that whoever had the portable stove went to the storage room even before Kazuichi went outside the dining hall, so they could have missed each other, right? It's true that any light source in the dark hallway would have stood out. So if the killer didn't have a light, the reason Kazuichi wasn't able to see it was...
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
It's true that any light source in the dark hallway would have stood out. So if the killer did have a light, the reason Kazuichi wasn't able to see it was...
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
I think I got it. It is that one thing. I'm gonna use my one truth blade against you, Nagito. You're fighting against the wrong person, Nagito.
So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway,
You don't stand a chance against me. Yes.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Allow me to cut through those words, you...
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
huh? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I don't know, goddamn thing.
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway.
Yep.
If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway.
I see.
Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you?
I was thinking of Sonia since she is the one who seen the doors, but
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, where are you going with this?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
Yeah, indeed. Nagito, you knew about the fire doors. You seem like a smart guy, planning all of this, and in the end failing, but still, you are a smart guy. You clearly could have thought about the fire doors, to close so that nobody would see the light from the portable stove. What are you trying to do here, Nagito?
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
No. There's no need for that vehicle. I think that is exactly what he wants. He wants to bring us in the wrong direction, isn't he?
Hey, it's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Eh?
Pass the torch?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind.
If we think you are, you really don't mind. You really don't mind us getting all killed, Nagito. In the name of... You're trying to protect the killer, aren't you, Nagito? Is that what you're trying to do?
Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So, you're telling me to call out the real killer? Even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark and snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is... I think it's time, Hajime. It's time to call on the real killer of this. The real killer of Byakuya Togami. You. And only you. It can be only you. Whoever you are. Whoever you are. It is definitely one of you. And that person is... Teru Teru.
You're the only one! Teru. Could it be you?
You were in the kitchen after all. You did have access to the portable stove. You could have closed the fire doors easily, and you could have easily went to the storage room, since you weren't in the dining hall.
What are you talking about?
Okay, well that was a little bit of a delayed reaction there, Teru Teru.
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
Indeed. Maybe you can prove that you're not the killer.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic?
No, that's not the only reason.
You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
You, Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
To support the future of the culinary arts? What are you saying, Naito?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
I think I see why people like Nagito. He definitely seems like a really interesting character, not gonna lie. But for the love of God, he is helping the killer. What are you trying to do, Nagito? Why?
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
I don't have to worry about that right now, Akane. We have more important things to worry about.
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
I don't know about that one. I've tasted those before. They aren't really...
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Yeah, why is it that you are interfering, Nagito? What, you're trying to help him?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
Maybe not the portable stove. Maybe there is something else.
That's right. What do you think about that? That's...
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
That is true. Gundam, how were you able to see the earring in the first place, if you went inside?
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
Ah, Gundam. I just wanna hug you so much right now.
That sounds super important! If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
Exactly.
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
The victim was targeted by a mark. It was definitely... It was the duct tape. Or the knife?
I can prove it with
Yep,
this.
that was it.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Yeah. In that case, the killer was able to see Byakuya after all because of the glowing paint. So, we also have that under our belt.